unity today because it's a beautiful day. And we're going to get up on our feet.
Sing from our feet, not from our seats.
Yes. And here we go. We're going to sing a song that we all know. And if you don't know it, you'll learn it in about a half a minute. I am as God created me,
in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am.
You were going to sing, guys. Sunshine off mics. We go. Come on, sunshine off mics. One more time. Sunshine joy. Sunshine joy.
In the love, in the glory of God. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I
Welcome to Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon. Aloha! We are a wild soul sanctuary. Woo! It's like you guys have practiced this before or something. That's awesome. Why is everybody on this side of the room today? This is funny. Did somebody eat some chili and beans last night on this side of the room? What's going on over here? All right. Anybody who comes in, go to this side. They're very lonely on this side. Come on this side over here, okay? We got to balance out the energies over here. We're so excited to have you today. We have an amazing program for you, celebration service for you today. I'm Kevin. I'll be your host today. We have a first-time speaker that will be Nikko Kubota. We have a longtime family friend, guest musician, Bill Keale, to play a song. I want to thank all of our team that puts together this Sunday to create something beautiful for you guys. All of our AV team, actually Nate and Aaron, our dynamic duo, running the AV back there, and Mr. Chris, always reliable on the camera, and all the people that are in the kitchen, the cleanup. Man, it's amazing the kind of volunteers that happen here. Just a beautiful place. We like to start off with an intention setting, if that's great with you guys. Let's kind of get ourselves on the same page together so that we can enter this experience today with open heart and open mind. You guys cool with that? Yeah. All right. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes to center or just relax your gaze. It's like that energy is up, and then we can easily center, bring it to our hearts. See if you can feel a heartbeat. We're grateful for this beautiful space to gather. We're grateful for the ancestors that were here before us, the Wasco, Paiute, Warm Springs tribes, laying the way for us to enjoy this absolutely beautiful Bend, Oregon. We're grateful for whatever it is that brought us through those doors, whether it was desire for community, friendship, something to think about spiritually, free food. It doesn't really matter. You're here, and that's beautiful. And we're so grateful for you, just as you are, being here today in this moment. May you hear what you need to hear. May you feel what you need to feel. And may you leave this place a little better than when you walked in. And so it is. Thank you, guys. Let's take a look at our mission statement together. If we want, we'll have it up on the screen for you guys to read along. We are community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. Yabba dabba doo. So it is. All right. I'm a little nervous today, as you might think when your son's speaking for the first time. Not that I'm worried about it at all. But that's just how it goes. This is our time for celebration. So anybody that has something exciting to share, Miss Claire, I know she has a hurt finger, so everybody be careful around her. She has a hurt finger, but she can run mics around. Anybody else want to help Claire run a mic around? We have any youngsters? Robin, the youngsters. Oh, we have another youngster. Do you want to help?
Well,
No,
I'll
you good?
start with one now.
Okay.
I got the important one. This is the first Sunday of the month, so we're doing birthday.
Ta-da!
And it's Nikko's birthday today.
Woo!
I know there's a lot of September birthdays. I heard about a whole bunch of them. Who has September birthdays? Kalinda's son, my stepson, turned 31 on the 4th, so we got a lot of September's birthdays. So let's all sing out, sing loud, sing proud, more than I can do, and sing Happy Birthday, Ray.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. All right, celebrations. Who's got one? Boom, I see Ezekiel. I see William. Lorraine. Who else? Whoop, they're coming around. Send the mics. Celebration. Anything that you're happy about right now? Shout it out.
Hi. Well, I previously shared about my patio garden, and I had planted a vermilion to attract hummingbirds. And I have a hummingbird friend now.
Aww.
And she's so cool. And she comes and she flutters and says hello and then goes crazy on the plant. So
Woo. Yay, hummingbirds.
I like hummingbirds too. I'm celebrating momentum of practice. Some moments you're going through and you're doing things, whether it be yoga or meditation or prayer or whatever it is, and you feel stale, but you show up. And the momentum gains and you burst into new beginnings and new things. So momentum of practice. Thank you.
Nice. Woo.
On August 28th at Burning Man, we got married. And our wedding ceremony was the only thing that went right the whole week. And it was so beautiful and all fell into place so serendipitously, and everything else was an endurance.
Congratulations. Woo. Those are good ones. There we go.
I'm celebrating starting to learn Chinese.
Whoa! Awesome. I'm still trying to learn Spanish for like 3 years.
I'm starting to learn Spanish.
Yeah, you're probably better than I am. Here we go. Lorraine.
Speaking of where do you go? Yoga, spirituality, etc. I just came back from 6 glorious days in Sedona with Ananda Das. Another life-changing experience, and I don't mean to overstate this and make it sound too woo-woo, but we had about 10 people plus our cooks and so on, but I just, it's hard to explain the energy, the sharing, the love, the learning, the knowledge and the inner wisdom that's shared at the workshops. And I was the first one to sign up for his October visit here. So if you've not experienced Ananda Das,
Yeah.
you need to experience Ananda Das.
Awesome. Woo.
Okay. I am celebrating my first standalone gig at Dudley's this weekend. It was a total success. I was there as the mystic manifester and, helping people explore their passions and what brings them joy. And it was an amazing experience, and I was really grateful for it. Thank you.
Woo. Congratulations, Sonia. All right. Anyone else burning with something right now? Any onlines? Nothing online? Good. Okay, well, I'll throw my celebration in. Claire and I just got back from camping at Waldo Lake with the Hitchcocks. And when we're almost going to cancel because the air quality on you look at the apps and it's like, oh, it doesn't look so good. It's right next to that fire. We almost canceled it, but the Hitchcocks went first, and they're like, it's clear. Come on down. So we went on down there and had the most beautiful 3 days. It was one of the best days or weeks we've had at Waldo Lake. So the place is magical. If you haven't been there, don't go. Don't tell anybody. Just know it's amazing, but don't go there. Unless you want to come with us next year. We're going to try to all go camping there. It's amazing. All right. Kiddos, want to come up? Where's the kids? They were here and they disappeared. Come on up for your blessing. There they are. Come on up, you guys. Tiff, you doing kids today? And you're like double the size. That's it? Okay. Yeah. How do they grow exponentially every week? This is really weird. All right. Join me if you would. Let's bless these wonderfuls. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. Woo, wow. Big group. Thanks, you guys. All right.
House, Tiff.
Follow Miss Tiff. Good luck, Tiff. Woo. All right, we're going to jump into our announcements real quick before we get into the fun and games and celebration. Thanks, kids. This week, we have some regular things that are ongoing. Sacred Sound Sundays is with Amandine. I don't know if she's here today, but she is tonight, right, Amandine? That's every Sunday, and it rotates between Donna, Amandine, and Shriman, and it's just beautiful, amazing. So if you haven't experienced that, check it out. Shriman has been doing and continues to do yoga every Tuesday morning. And if you're intimidated, never done yoga, or if you've done tons of yoga, I think you will love it. Clara and I have gone to it several times. I'm more of a beginner. She's very advanced. We both find it's awesome. It's perfect. And he tailors it just to what you need. So check it out if you haven't. It's a great way to try yoga if you've been a little intimidated. Small group, super nice. And let's get metaphysical, physical with Jim and Joanne. This is every Tuesday at 10:30. There they are. Our longtime pillars of our community. Jim and Joanna are leading this every Tuesday, and it's last time I peeked in here, it was a big group. It was a pretty nice group you guys had going, so very popular one. Check that out. Town Hall. Has anyone been to our town halls before? Raise your hand. Awesome. I'd love to see this whole room raise their hand next time, because our town hall is an important event where everybody in our community can come together, find out what's going on, what's on the horizon, what's been in the works, what's planning, and also put your input into what we can do better, different. It's just a great way for us to connect and to shape where we're going. So please plan to be there, put it on your calendar. There's a potluck before from 5:30 to 6, and then we'll have our town hall meeting. Ezekiel, are you still in the room, brother? He is leading an affirmative prayer class. Ezekiel is taken over as our prayer team leader a little while ago. Maybe not everybody knows it, but thank you for stepping into that role, and he is now leading a prayer class. This is a great one for anyone interested in learning more about unity-style prayer, but just affirmative prayer in general, which is a very, very non-intimidating, beautiful, and comforting way to pray. So it starts today, right after service. And what is it, 6 weeks, Ezekiel?
7 weeks. We do have a few spots if anyone is interested.
7 weeks, yeah. And you can just show up and sign up on the spot today if you want to. And we have some great classes with Elaine Cornick. Declutter your mind for more clarity and aliveness. And she's doing actually 5 different sessions, and they're all separate ones, so you don't have to go to all of them. She has been really passionate about sharing this with our community. That's why she wanted to offer 5 of them, so that there's no excuse for not having to do time that works for you. One of those has got to work, and it's a great way to kind of head into the fall with an open mind so you can do your spring cleaning, but you got to be prepped before. You know, it's like taking your medicine before the colonoscopy. You got to prep yourself. Guess what I'm doing Friday, by the way? TMI, I'm sorry. Wait, I don't know why that came out. Sorry. Okay, we do have a spirit group. I'm sorry, group hike. Is this Suzanne's? Yes, it is Suzanne's. Suzanne's leading a group hike. Wonderful. I don't know if she's here today. She could raise her hand, but Suzanne has been so generous with leading hikes and getting people in community together. So, and Anne-Marie. Okay, perfect. So we have the group hike to Benham Falls. We have a spirit group starting. Spirit groups are our small groups. This one is with Carol Fox. This one is an encore performance. The last one, they loved it so much and it was so popular, they decided to do the same one all over again. So if you missed the first one, you can jump in on this next one. But she said it was great and wanted to do it back to back with their other one they did. We all got a lot of results. Yeah, I imagine it could be life-changing to just clear your space, right? To make room for everything, mental space as well. Okay, I think that's the official announcements. The last one is not on the slides, but next week, our beloved Eric, our vocalist, singer, you guys know, is in the process of getting a new guide dog right now. Yeah, we're so excited about that. He's going to be back here next week with his dog, and he wanted to make sure that everybody knows there are very specific rules since it's a brand new dog. We're not going to run up and try to grab the dog, pet it, talk to it. You want to just kind of ignore it. Don't make eye contact until the dog gets really comfortable with all the people in the community here, okay? So as exciting as it is and how much we're going to want to go and grab that puppy and squeeze it and play with it, if you take the dog and no food, yeah, just ignore the dog. Pretend it's not here. It won't hurt its feelings. But we just wanted to kind of let people know ahead of time so when you see them next week, don't get too excited. Just be excited inside and go, ooh, puppy, puppy, puppy. Okay. I think that's it. Don't forget we have a feedback form now. At the end of the service, we'll put up this little slide for you that you can give feedback on our services or anything you want. And we're going to do our prayer to usher in a new minister for us, which some of you know we've been working on that. It's in process. And we firmly believe that it's already in process. It's already manifesting. So if you'd join me, as a community, we, the Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon family, with infinite power and wisdom working in and through us, accept and appreciate our abundant well-being as we engage our ideal minister. This loving soul supports, uplifts, and guides us spiritually and organizationally in our wild soul mission, for our good and for the good of all beings. And so it is. Thank you. All right. Gosh, we got through it. We're ready for Bill. Brother Bill, come on up. I want to just introduce, for those of you who don't know, Bill is a local, he went to the same high school in Hawaii that I did. Oh, he's a couple years older than me. I won't say how much, but and he played at Nikko's first birthday baby luau, and we had a Hawaiian luau party, and Bill was there playing. So it's kind of beautiful that he's here today to share a song for Nikko's first sharing on stage, and birthday. So thank you, Bill. Let's put you on this one. Oh, you're plugged in already, yeah? Sorry. Never mind.
Okay. This song is called Uoma. My great-grandfather wrote this song. He was a non-believer, and his friends would say, "Hey, Kiale, go to church with us." He said, "Church? What is that, church?" He says, that's where you go and you talk to God, you worship God. And then you say, "God? Who's God?" And then he would go fishing instead, So this one fateful day, he was a hunter too. He was chasing this mountain goat up the steep cliff by this waterfall. His name, Vaialoha was the name of the waterfall, or the waters of love. He chased this goat for 1 hour, and each time he get up close to that goat, the goat would go up higher. And then another hour goes by, and he sees that goat. He says, "I got it now." So he goes up there in this mist, and it's gone, like it just disappears. And he's so tired, he can't get down from that waterfall. So he looked up to heaven. He said, "If there is a God up there, if he saved my life, I will dedicate my whole life to you." And with that, he jumped off that waterfall, hundreds of feet up. And he broke his fall by hitting this little pandanus plant that was sticking out. When he got up, his dog was licking his face. He got up, checked his body, he was okay. And from that day on, he put his family in a canoe and they paddled across the channel from Kauai to Niihau. And that's where he built the first church over there. He he wrote this song, Uama, the perpetuation of faith and love. It's a family song. It talks about bringing family together, just like this, and talking about peace, showing respect and love and kindness. This song is a family song. I'll sing it for you. Mai ke pono mai ka makuala ni mai ke ui nei mako I kono loko mai kai mai ke pono mai makuala ni mai ke ui nei mako I kono loko mai kai Hosana ia ke akua Mauna lani kie Kawaii o hana mai I ko kakoloa Ke ui nei mako Makua me ke iki Lokai puka manao Yokai puwai Hosana ia ke akua Mana lani kie Kawaii o hana mai I ko kakoloa
Thank you, Brother Bill. So most of you know Nikko. Sometimes you don't get to talk to him because he's sitting back there running our live stream. And in 2020, when the pandemic hit, Nikko and I sat back there and decided we were going to create a live stream to keep our service going. And the day the pandemic hit, we had something started and ready, and we kind of evolved it, and we didn't miss a day, a Sunday of services from the live stream. So for a few years, and he just kind of stayed back there on our live stream computer, and he's been part of this community and part of the services. And I thought about it, and I said, there's probably not a single person who's actually seen as many services as Nikko, because he's here running that every single week, soaking those messages in, soaking in the wisdom. And I remember him saying it once, maybe one day I could do a talk. And then here he is. It worked out. Normally, as parents, we can relate, right? We say our kids are our biggest teachers, but usually that's because there's so much trouble that we are like, oh my God, I've learned so much about patience, about, how to talk to people when they don't want to listen to you. And so that, in that sense, our kids can be our biggest teachers. But it's different for Nikko. He was never, I wouldn't say never, but it wasn't a problem. He was our biggest teacher because he has an innate wisdom that, of course, every parent thinks their kids have. But to give you an example, his favorite book in high school was the Tao Te Ching. I'm like, who reads that stuff? Other than Jim, that's like woo-woo. So he has been one of our biggest teachers for Claire and I, and so we're excited to let him share his music, his wisdom that he's learned. He's a multi-talented musician, a Tai Chi teacher, master, and I could go on and on, but I'd sound like a parent, so I'm just going to let Nikko come to the stage.
Thank you, Papa. Yeah. I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. And thank you, Bill. It's a powerful, powerful song. And it's hard for me not to come up with tears streaming down my face. But I'm just so happy to be here with this community that's supported me in so many ways and be able to share with you guys, everybody here. I want to talk, first off, I'm going to be playing a few pictures, slides from my recent trek in the Andes just to kind of set the stage, to create a little ambience in the background. But I want to talk about a phrase, a Hawaiian phrase, ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. And I remember the first time that I heard this phrase. I must have been 7 or 8 years old, playing on the white sandy beach of Lanikai, where my parents grew up. Rolling, jumping in the waves, getting sand all over my body, on my cheeks, everywhere. And then diving back into the ocean to just wash it all off again, and doing that over and over and over again. When all of a sudden, I was hanging out with my family, and in a sort of sing-songy way, I heard my dad say, "Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono." I always remember him doing it sort of a silly dance and bobbing his head like a chicken when he was saying it. That probably explains a lot about myself. But something about that phrase struck me when he said it. I don't know why, or I didn't know at the time when I was 7 or 8, but I've come to realize that this is something that I was meant to carry with me my entire life. I had to ask him, "Dad, what does this phrase mean? How do I say it like you?" And he said, "It means the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness." I learned it growing up. They taught it to us in school. And I remember thinking, what? Righteousness? That sounds so cool. And he ended up having to tell me over and over and over so I could eventually repeat it back like he does. And ever since that moment, this phrase has never left my side. No matter where I've been, how long it's been since I've said it, I can remember it off the top of my head, and sometimes it just will randomly come back to me. It's become a sort of prayer, a prayer that I carry with me at all times. I remember one time walking around, I think it was in Kauai, and going into a t-shirt shop and seeing a t-shirt with this phrase, "Ua mau ke eo ka aina I ka pono," and a big chicken head on top of it.
And I had to get that shirt. I got it. It's still in my closet somewhere, probably way too small for me at this point. But I remember realizing at that moment that this phrase was something bigger. It was more than just something my parents said from the legends and stories of them growing up on the islands. It was something that people shared and wanted to share with others. Now, I want to break down the translation a little bit for you guys. Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. The life, which can also mean the breath, the sovereignty, important in Hawaiian culture and independence, of the land is perpetuated, it continues, is preserved in pono, which many of you may have heard in the practice of ho'oponopono, which is a practice of forgiveness, and it can be often translated as righteousness, harmony, justice, equality, balance. It's an incredibly powerful word that has many meanings. So let me tell you that translation again. The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. Sit with that for a bit. I've come to learn and relearn again what this means in my life, and it's become increasingly more powerful, and I'm going to share a bit about why. It's something that I say while walking, especially barefoot, which I'm sorry if my toenails are a little too long, but as a gift of thanks to the land, I say this, a gentle reminder that through the seeking of harmony, of righteousness in my own life, I am playing a part, no matter how small that part is, in the perpetuation of all the beautiful life on this planet. And I think that I will continue to discover this even more deeply through the rest of my life and continue to redefine this understanding and how it means, how it feels to me. And I carried this phrase with me on my recent trip to the Andes, where we did some trekking. And it became a gateway into relationship and spiritual connection with the natural and living world around me while I was there. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Thank you. So, many of you may have read the book Braiding Sweetgrass. Show of hands if you've read it. A lot of you. I know. Robin Wall Kimmerer, the author, is incredible, brilliant woman who has a lot of light and beautiful ideas to share with the world. I had the opportunity to hear her speak at Bend High a few years back, and it was just incredibly moving. One idea that she shares that I really resonate and connect with is the idea of the grammar of animacy, the grammar or the language of animacy. And this originates in the practice of many indigenous languages where there's not often specific identifiers or words for like tree, that thing over there. It is language that connects us more, that is, oh, my brother, my friend, something that makes it come alive in the way that we refer to the world around us. I believe that this way of shaping our language, the way we speak, connect, communicate with each other, is an incredibly powerful way to build our own relationships with the natural world around us. Let me give you an example from my own experience from trekking in the Andes. There's, I think that's Tina or Moon maybe on a horse there. Beautiful. I was just in awe of these clouds because there's no vegetation, no trees, no anything, just the clouds and the mountains, stunning, vast landscapes. But on our trek, we were guided by my friends, our family friends, Rogelio and Washi. And they grew up steeped in the indigenous Incan traditions, the Quechuan language. And I was taught the word apu by them, which means the spirit of the mountains, the energy that surrounds the mountains, the sacredness of the mountains. It shifts that perception from, wow, this beautiful mountain, to a being of agency. It's no longer a physical landmark. It is a guardian, a source of life for the people in the land, protection and great power. The apus provide the water, the weather that people are so reliant upon, the food, their crops. It's a bridge. They are a bridge between Pachamama, Mother Earth, a physical bridge, a spiritual bridge to us who are walking this land. And on my journey, some days I felt so small in comparison to these great apus, which were so vast. They expanded so much, and the weather would change, and I couldn't go into my house with air conditioning and close the doors, block out the rain. I had to hike, trek through whatever apu brought me. And in this relationship, I began to enter into conversation with these apus. One day I could look up and say, wow, thank you, apu, for this beautiful sun that warms my skin, for the fresh air that fills my lungs and gives me strength to continue climbing, to keep taking one step after another. What beautiful flowers dance across your hills and just bring me joy to look at. How nourishing, how rich your waters are. And in this conversation, our relationship began to grow. And as all relationships do, we met challenges too. There were some days that I woke up and I thought, Apu, I can't believe it. Your winds are so cold, they're chilling my bones. No matter how many jackets I put on, I just can't warm up. I'm freezing. The ground is hard and sharp. Beneath my feet, it hurts to walk. Your waters are murky. I don't want to drink them. This sucks. Come on, Apu. That shaking your fist at God kind of thing. But as we were in a relationship, Apu would reply and say, today my winds are strong and cold. Can't you feel my power? The power of life itself. These sharp rocks I have formed over millions and millions of years, aren't they incredible? And yet still, you choose to walk on them. Like, come on. I honor your courage, and tomorrow I will bring you another beautiful day to bask in my sunlight. Today, I will see how you grow and persevere through my challenges, as I too have learned to be patient and acknowledge my own power, as well as the power of those around me. And as you can see here, how this shift in how I learn to relate to the world, to the apus, instead of I'm hiking in the mountains, I'm entering in a relationship where I can learn and grow alongside them, where I could listen to the voices of the people all around me, not only the human people, where I could live more deeply in Pono, in this sense of harmony with the land. There's me with Apu Salkantai, the wild mountain that watched over much of our journey. And first time I came over a pass and looked at Apu Salkantai, I fell on my knees in tears, just in awe of how incredible. Another practice that allows me to enter deeper into these relationships is ritual. And this is something that can be different for everybody. I encourage you to find your own practice, discover what works for you. There are so many ways of connecting and building your own relationships. As all relationships are, it's very unique to you and who you're choosing to connect with. Some of the key characteristics of the kind of ritual I'm talking about are, 1, they are done with intention. 2, the intentional space that you create in this ritual is different from your ordinary activity. It's something that you choose to separate from that. And 3, this is something you can repeat and establish as a sort of gateway into that world of connection, of intentional space, where you can connect with the parts that make your spirit come alive and make the world come alive. One of my personal rituals is the act of playing music. I brought my flute with me to Peru in the mountains, and I had seen one of our guides, Washi, so often on our trips, bring his flute out and start playing a song, no matter where we are, the middle of a town square, out in the terraces or in a beautiful, profoundly spiritual place, he would just play the flute. And that had inspired me to create this ritual in my life on the trip and see what doing that, how that might change my experience of being and experiencing this place. So when we reach the top of a hill after a long, arduous hike and we're able to take some rest, I would get out my flute, look to the apus, and play. The song was never the same. It was always changing, but the intention of my ritual to share gratitude, to share appreciation for the beauty, the air, the water we are drinking. A desire to create a space where I can offer something back to the land that has offered me so much. A prayer to the Apus, to Pachamama itself. And through this music, in this ritual, I could say, Apu, Pachamama, here I am. This is the sacred voice that I have been given. And I wish to share it with you in this moment. I wish to run around and laugh and play and giggle and jump in excitement. And that's how I feel right now, and I just want to share that with you. I may not have the words for it, but this is a way that I can give that to you. And in this ritual, I was able to reinforce these connections, these relationships that I had been establishing. And as I'm sure many of you have experienced in your own practice, it can be incredibly easy to fall back into a normal routine after having a profound spiritual experience somewhere. And you forget to create that space. And in the practice of having rituals like this for yourself, you create an open door which allows you to re-enter into that space and remember to honor these relationships you have and foster that sense of harmony, of balance with the world around you. I want to tell you a story now, a sort of culmination of these practices in my life while I was in the Andes. And I'm going to take a sip of water too. Your mouth gets dry when you're talking a lot, huh? Who would have thought? So the story begins actually after we had finished all of our hard trekking and stuff. We came down to the valley, reached some semblance of civilization, had toilets to sit on again, a little bit of electricity. And we had taken this bus to the ruins of Vilcabamba, a beautiful, beautiful ancient city of the Incan people. And it was this long, super bumpy gravel dirt road down this valley. And this road had a heavy season of floods and washing out. There were so many landslides, so much construction on this road that we were weaving our way through. And we traveled up this road and got to the town at the base of Vilcabamba, and it was closed. There was construction throughout the whole town, and they said, nope, you're not getting through, like we're blocking this off, no entry allowed. And we said, so do we just drive 3.5 hours back up this super bumpy dirt road where we came, not seeing these? Washi had been telling us how beautiful, how amazing, how incredible this place was. And so we sat there in this moment of impossibility of what could happen next. And then suddenly, one of our guides lets us know that his friend from college that he went to school with was actually the manager of this specific construction site. And she had given us the okay to just drive through all these construction vehicles, and they'd open it up, the hot asphalt, and we could go through. And we're like, what the? Okay, let's go. Through some divine order, I don't know what you want to call it, serendipity, the will of Pachamama for us to have this moment, we made it through. Just super giddy, laughing. I know we all remember that feeling in the bus. And we got to the base of the ruins, to a parking lot with nobody else there. And we began our adventure up into the hills, the sacred valley of Vilcabamba. And I was barefoot, again, as I'd been for most of the trip at this point, walking on the earth, and I had my flute ready to play some music. And we got up to the main kind of city section of Vilcabamba, and I knew I wanted to play something, wanted to connect in some way, but this place, this specific area it was beautiful, and we were appreciating that beauty, but something felt a little off. It had a lot of history of war, and that was challenging. And so I didn't really connect there. A lot of us didn't. But we continued our journey around. The sun was setting, and by this point, it was completely dark. We had reached the last little area that we were going to explore. And a few of us had our headlamps, so we turned those on and walked down this path, these beautiful terraces cascading down in the cradle of this valley. And we scanned our headlights up and saw these incredible, humongous stones that had carved almost steps and fountains in them and seats and just intricate, perfectly smooth carvings of these rocks that must have been thousands of tons, just huge. Apparently they were moved there from somewhere, no idea how, but they were sitting in this field. And it was something clicked in that moment that was, this is why we came here to Vilcabamba. This is why we were allowed to pass through and be able to receive and revere these places. And our guides, Washi and Rogelio, invited us into a moment of ceremony where we laid down on these huge, beautiful rocks, feeling their groundedness, their energy below us. And Washi begun to sing a song to Taitainti, Father Son, to the Apus, to Pachamama. And Rogelio was playing flute. And I felt called to sit up, to look around. And I looked to the hills beside me, and I saw twinkling of lights. And at first I rubbed my eyes, like, am I really seeing that? What is going on? And then I knew, oh wait, I've seen those, that's fireflies. And I said, but I feel that's more than just fireflies right now. It is, I know in this moment that is the Apus. That's Pachamama looking out into my eyes and saying, hello, I am here. I see you. And I revere you. I honor you as you have come to honor and treat this place as the sacred place we know it to be. I see you as you have chosen to see me here. And in that moment, something shifted for me. I had been learning these words like Apu, like Pachamama, and those words became more than just the names. They were invitations into this relationship of reverence. They are part of the language of animacy, of seeing the world as alive. Now, the theme of this month at Unity is light. And I see these practices that I'm sharing with you that I have taken in my own life as an illumination of a world that is already around us all the time. A brilliant world that we are truly a part of and always connected to. If we are able to illuminate these relationships in our own lives, as many indigenous cultures have done for years, we open up an avenue to learn and grow, not as individuals, but as one interconnected family, one larger community. And in this way, in this connection, this understanding, we can foster that sense of pono, of harmony and righteousness. And through this, we perpetuate our own lives. We enrich our lives, as well as the life of the land itself. Today, just so happens to be my birthday too. Thanks for being here with me. It's wonderful to do this. And my name, Nikko, means first light in Japanese. And in honor, it's going to be hard for me to do this without crying, but in honor of my grandmother, the culture and traditions of my family, and as a gentle reminder for all of you that how we relate to the world and how we choose to share that with others in turn shapes the futures of our children and the future of our planet itself. So I'd like to share a letter my grandma wrote me on the day I was born. I can't look at you, Keisha. It's my aunt. September 7th, 2001. Dawn comes, and with the dawn, a new glow. A ray of warmth and gentle presence, a child of the day. From the light of love is born. He nestles, quiet and peaceful in mother's arms, brought forth with his father's loving hands and from his own tender heart. Brother comes, touching his soft face, holding him close to his own small body, marveling at this new creation. What is your name, precious child? And where do you come from, gentle soul? I am Nikko, a son of the source of light, of love, of joy. I come from life itself, from the energy of the scene, from the spirit that creates the universe and all life within it. As the light of the day reaches into the depths of the dark earth to create life, I will bring that light spirit to you, illuminating the deepest recesses of your heart. Flowers will burst forth from the ground of your being. A rainbow of colors smells delicate and pungent, tastes subtle and rich. I am your clay. I will string together the lovely flowers that spring from each and every one of our souls, creating a circle of beauty and love that will be an unending, unbroken ohana, our family. Thank you. You might want to mute my mic, Aaron. Now I'm going to share a little celebration of this reverence, of this awe, in the form of a video that I took on my iPhone as we were in Peru, and I made a little soundtrack, recorded all the music behind it. So treat it as a meditation or just enjoy. Thanks for enjoying with me. Had a lot of fun making that. Bonus points if you heard the jaw harp that I was playing, the boing, 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 boing. I brought that on my trip and played it all the time.
We know. And we liked it.
I think the flute is a little more relaxing than that. But I have one more thing to share with you guys. This is a song that I wrote about my hometown, about this big, beautiful grandmother tree right down the road from where I grew up, the house I grew up in. There's a part that I think you guys will want to join me in, so feel free to if you want. It's called Ancient Grove. Down by the old pine, I sit and watch the river in a pine needle bed. In your trunk to rest my head, I watch years go by, and together we've grown older as the moon rises high and the coyotes cry. So do I. So do I. I've got a longing for freedom and a longing for home. Oh, how long it's been since I stumbled upon this ancient grove. This ancient grove, where the river runs through the canyons and the hawks catch the wind. Mountains stand a-watching with their blankets made of wool. Caught a glimpse of morning, the frost began to thin. Called out to the chickadees, they called right back to me. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The sun will warm those weary bones. Then the snow turns it all to silence again. I know I could still roll around in the mud like a kid. All the times that I ran to you, fell in love with a girl, yeah, my life's been a whirlwind. Got a new job, gotta tell you where I've been. But I know that you've been here all along. I've walked a couple miles with you, won't you take me by the hand to the place where I'm closer to you. I've got a longing for freedom and a longing for home. Oh, how long it's been since I'd stumbled upon this ancient grove. I've watched years go by, and together we've grown older. The moon rises high and the coyotes cry, so do I. Oh, yeah. So do I, 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 so do I. I've watched years go by, and together we've grown older as the moon rises high, and the coyotes cry, so do I. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Nikko. Thank you, everybody. This would be a good time for a prayer, I think. At Unity, our prayers are affirmative prayer. We claim our good. We claim what we know to be true rather than asking, beseeching. We're going to do an affirmative prayer together. And also, there's little green forms you may know, and many of you use them regularly on the back of the chairs. Fill out your own prayer claims and let us join you. Our prayer team will join you in affirming your good, your divine good. And we'll also send it to Silent Unity where they're prayed on 24/7 for a month. So let's just make it short and sweet. Bring it inside. Finding what resonates with us today. Grateful for the beautiful music. Soul Shine, Bill, Nikko. Grateful for our own gifts that we bring to this community. Grateful for the hearts, the souls, the energy that is here. Connecting us with Pachamama, with one another. Such an absolutely beautiful way. And so it is. Soul Shine. Lead us in our prayer song.
I'll give you a few minutes to fill out your prayer request. Do you want to say that? Go ahead. Oh, okay. We're going to scan that code in, or there's those green sheets in front of you in the chair. I'd like to give you a few minutes to fill those prayer claims out. Our prayer team, which we have a wonderful prayer team here, you'll see them afterwards in their white shawls. They'll respond to you if you want a response, and we'll pray on that for the whole week. We'll send it off to prayer, the Silent Unity in Kansas City, and they'll pray on it for a month. So please take your time and fill out your prayer claim. Let's sing the prayer song.
Let's go and know
Thank you, Shulshine. Hey, is anyone here for the first time ever today? There are some. Welcome. Is anyone here raising their hand? Want to just say hi? Here's my name. Here's where I'm from. You want to do it? We got a mic for you. Just say, we have some online people who are so curious. We get messages all the time. Tell them to talk up.
Hi, I'm Jackie Isai, and this is my first time here. I caught something online about it on like a Facebook post or something, and I was like, I'll give it a try. It's been fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else want to say hello? Anybody else want to say hi? No pressure, no pressure. No. You're welcome to just be as silent as you want. Okay, thank you everybody for joining us. We hope you had a great experience, and we hope to see you back again. There are blue cards in the back of the chair if you want to fill one of those out, if you're interested in staying in touch. And we'll send you our newsletter and let you know what's going on, all the beautiful things happening here. This greeters, if I could have the greeters come on up here. This is our time for our offering. It's where you have the chance to contribute to the flow of divine abundance to help support your community, to practice what you preach. We know that we want abundance in our lives. We have to think abundantly. There's no other way. There's no other way. So we're going to bless these gifts. If you're online and you want to, you could scan that QR code. There's a link online. We're going to bless these before they head out. And if you just put your hands, if you don't have anything to put in the basket right now, that's totally fine. Just put your hands over these baskets as they come around, because that energy is equally as important. All right. So bless these before they head out. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. All right. Woo. And Dave, take it away with our happy song.
Gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
Woo. Thank you. And to send us off, the last thing is our prayer of intention. This is how we kind of sum it up. Oh, yes, we have our talk about, which are a fairly new thing we've been doing, so I'm kind of new to this, but after service, you have about 30 minutes. You can go on, grab something to eat, come on back in here. We're going to circle up and talk about the talk. So it's a chance for you to reflect, to share, ask questions with Nikko, and just process what come up for you. So that's, get some food, come back in here, and we'll do it in the sanctuary right after service. All right. Shall we? Holy light shines within and all around me, a presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am a holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth from here in joy, to bless the world with my loving light. So it is. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful day.